Let's go to our Bibles and open the book of Genesis, chapter 12, from verse 1, verse 7. It reads, Now the Lord had said unto Abram, Get thee out of your country, and from your kindred, and from your father's house, unto a land that I will show you. And I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you, and make your name great, and you shall be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless you, and curse him that curses you. And in you shall all families of the earth be made. So Abraham departed as the Lord had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him, and Abram was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. Verse 5. And Abram took Sarai his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran, and they went forth to go into the land of Canaan, and into the land of Canaan they came. Verse 6. And Abram passed through the land unto the place of Shechem, unto the plain of Moreh, and Canaanites was then in the land. Verse 7. And the Lord appeared unto Abram, and said unto your seed will I give this land. And there builded he an altar unto the Lord, who appeared to him. Praise so much. Who is Abrahamic seed? Let us first see what a seed is according to the Bible. What is a seed according to the Bible? Let us open Genesis chapter 1 verse 11. Genesis chapter 1 verse 11. It reads, And God said, Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass and herb, yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind. And God saw that it was good. So before we get a seed, we must have a tree, and that tree must have a fruit, and that fruit is the one to bear the seed we are going to talk about. So Abraham is that tree. All he did was the fruit, and in that fruit we want to see the seeds inside it, implying that if you are Abrahamic seed, you must be of his kind. A seed has to be of a kind of a tree. It has to be of a kind of a fruit according to the Bible. So, the first fruit of Abraham was coming out of his mother's kindred. Many of us call ourselves seeds of Abraham, but we are not. Why? Because we have not yet come out of our mother's kindred. I'm talking about the church. If you want to be like Abraham, you're going to transform yourself by renewing your mind. You're going to wash away the mind of your mother tongue, right from the physical realm to the spiritual realm. And I'm going to handle a spiritual mother. We received salvation in our generation. However, Salvation came, all the word came when it was corrupted. We got the bread, however, we got a leavened one. Get your bread and squeeze it. You will see its actual size. It looks big because it's exaggerated. There is space in it. Get a bun of like 500. Or you can even make it from your home. After making that bun, squeeze it in your palm. Then you will see its actual size. It looks big, the bread looks big because of exaggeration, because there is nothing inside. It's empty. You know a balloon? A balloon is one of the examples of exaggerated bread or a leavened bread. Why? It looks big, but inside there is nothing. So, we also got salvation. But the true salvation or unleavened salvation was there in the first church era. By the time we got it, it was leavened. Therefore, if you want to be an Abrahamic seed, move out of your mother's kindred. Don't follow what you see the church is following today. You're going to renew your mind and go back to the first principles. You're going to go back to the ancient landmarks which were removed. You see that, church? You're going to revise the Bible. Revival. Why do we call it revival? What's revival? It means that you're reviving. You're renewing what's expired. You're renewing what has been damaged. You're repressing what's no longer relevant. You're reviving something which was once good but now damaged. So, you're renewing it to its original position. That's what we call revival. So when you see people falling, they pray for them and they fall. That's not revival. That's not what we lost. That's not what was damaged. God is looking for one person to stand in the gap. And the gap wasn't people not falling. It's not that God saw that people were not falling as they prayed for them. It's not that God saw that people were not turning around and screaming and demons crying, the lambs walking, that God sent his only son. No. The gap was darkness. I want us to get a difference between darkness and waves. Darkness and storm. Now we are in an era where the storm is called darkness, and darkness is not talked about at all. Now preachers, they are teaching the congregation that the storm is what we call darkness. They are teaching the church to chase storm. They are teaching the church to chase problems in the name of darkness. However, darkness is the gap Jesus came to fill. You see that? So when you fill that space with light, then you have caused revival. What was removed has been what? Has been repressed. Therefore, you are an Abrahamic seed. You're going to be his seed. Why? You have repressed what was lost. So slaying people is not what was lost. Truth in the church is what was lost and is what brought Jesus. Unless you get the difference between storm and darkness, you will not understand salvation. because today Satan has risen to mislead everyone. So let's go back to the ancient landmarks which our forefathers laid. So if the fruits we are bearing is not like that of the first church, not like that of Abraham, then we are not his seed. Come out and seek God personally with fear and trembling. If you stay in your mother's house, if you follow your mother's knowledge today, I tell you, you will not make it to heaven. I mean it as spiritual mother. You know why? We have the Holy Spirit in our era. And those days they had God himself. Because God knew that this would be a corrupted generation. And to avoid excuses of my pastor didn't talk about it, God said, no, now let everyone start be my temple, where I will sit